Hey guys, Florida Fanatics here, Wes,
Jared,
and we're here with another episode for you, and we have some things to discuss. The reason why we're here today is because we are about to talk about the overnight parking charges that are going to be added to the hotel guests' bill. So I know this news has been out for a little while now.
it's been out and people have been outraged by it. But we were asked to actually make the video, so we're going to go ahead and do that today.
Right. All right, guys. So this new policy actually takes effect as of March 21st, 2018. So
which is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Today's the 20th, so by the time this video is up, it will be in full effect.
Exactly. So the 21st is you have tonight to park for free, and that's it. And then that can add up. That can be quite expensive over a week trip, or some people take 2-week trips. That can be quite a bit of money. So I guess what we can do is kind of break it down for you. This is a tiered system. What this is going to mean is, for example, the value resorts, like the All-Star and the Pop Century, they're going to be $13 per car per night. So there's that. And then obviously the moderate.
Yeah, the moderate is what, $19 per car per night?
Correct, 19 per night, and that's kind of like, for example, I'm trying to think of what it is. Port Orleans and like Coronado Springs. That's gonna be like 19 per night. Now, which leads us to the higher tier end of the spectrum, I guess. Which are basically all the monorail resorts, and the Animal Kingdom, and that's actually going to be $24 per car per night. So
Correct.
That's expensive, in my opinion.
Yeah, the deluxe resorts, they'll come with a hefty price to park there.
Right.
But you can still park there during the day for free, like if you have a dining reservation or you want to come check out the hotel or you want to shop.
Right.
That is still free to park there. It's just overnight
Absolutely.
parking.
Right, so if you want to go to Victoria and Albert's or anything like that, or go to Boma at the Animal Kingdom and eat or something like that, it is going to be free for you to do that. So,
and if you do stay at the Fort Wilderness campgrounds, you still get complimentary parking for one motorized vehicle, so that's not changing there.
All right, so good. Well, at least one thing's free, I guess, right? And so Disney basically is saying that it's bringing everything more in tune with industry standards. Is basically what their explanation of everything is, which is understandable because
yeah, I can see that.
I can see that.
Because I think we stay off-site sometimes, and a lot of those hotels actually charge us to park.
Yeah.
We stay at the DoubleTree at Hilton, and they charged us $20 a night. So.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the Swan and Dolphin,
yeah,
they've always charged to park there, and it's $20 a night as well.
Yeah, and I mean those aren't even Disney-owned properties. Those those are obviously completely separate entities. So they're going to do kind of whatever they are allowed to do within the confines of Disney, I suppose.
Yeah, I think even the hotels at Disneyland have always charged for parking, so I think that was one of the things they said they're trying to, stay in touch or
Well, they were trying to stay within industry standards.
Yeah, so they're trying to kind of match what they're doing at Disneyland and other hotels as well. But I mean, as far as that, what do you think?
Personally, I think you're paying enough as is. It was one of the cool perks that they had left that they did away with. I mean, we just got done making a video of all of the increases of all these different things they're adding and monetizing and just making fee, and that's the thing. They're raising the fees to literally everything, and on top of it, they're actually going to be adding parking charges as well. I mean, to me, come on, Disney. I want to be in industry standards. No, that's not a good explanation to me. That's stupid, in my opinion. That's ridiculous. You just want to charge more money so you can monetize people. Don't industry standards?
Well, they want to charge money because they got to pay for Star Wars Land and Toy Story Land.
But yeah, but
Tron Coaster.
I disagree with that because they're going to make that money when that land gets there. So that's the thing. They can make that money then. They don't need to pay for it, and it's not like they're a poor company by any means.
So I know when we make these videos of these changes, I'm usually the one that says I probably could care less, or I disagree and like the changes. This one, I gotta say, I don't agree with the changes. I think when you actually pay that much money to stay there, parking should be free.
It's excessive. I mean, it's the only way it can be described. It's excess.
Yeah, but part of me doesn't care too much because we don't stay there.
Right.
So I'm not going to be paying those fees.
We live close enough to where we can just go, and we don't actually, doesn't really impact us. So.
But yeah, no, I for the people that do stay there, I know that it costs a lot of money because, again, you know, we've talked about how we stayed at the Polynesian, things like that, and if we were to drive there and wanted to park overnight, I think it's very excessive for what you're already paying for.
Exactly. I mean, the rooms are not cheap, especially the the hotels on the monorail. If you want to stay, I mean, even like I say, a 3-night stay is not cheap. So
it's not even just the. I mean, obviously the room is expensive itself, but I mean the food's not cheap when you stay there.
No.
The park tickets are definitely not cheap because they just raised the prices on those. Yeah. And they just raised the prices on just standard parking when you're parking at the theme park. So I mean, they're making their money in other places. So.
Right. I mean, at what point are the guests going to really get fed up? And maybe, I mean, people are going to go to Disney. That's just going to happen. But at what point are people going to potentially be, shied away, and, Disney might start having a little bit of issues with getting people to book trips and come to the parks because of all these extra charges that people simply can't afford. People already are, a lot of people out there are struggling with budgets to go to Disney.
And that's actually a good point that you bring up, and that might actually be a good topic for another video, because I've heard people say that Disney is actually catering more to the rich. I mean, you can look at what kind of stores are coming into Disney Springs.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe some of the other families that don't have that, income might not be going to Disney as much, but there are still going to be those families that do spend the money, and they will spend the money, and they will replace those people. But I think that's a topic for another video too.
Yeah, I agree. It's a whole another can of worms. So, I mean, we can definitely make that video if you want us to. Just let us know. There are still things you can do. I mean, this isn't obviously pertaining to the hotels, but I mean, they came back with, oh well, you can still park for free at Disney Springs and things like that, the water parks, but that's not overnight parking. It's like they're trying to like make I guess their comebacks are just kind of weak in my opinion.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have actually reached out to Disney, sent them emails, and they've already kind of posted the responses, and it's a very generic response that they're giving with no explanation.
Yeah.
So
we are going to be in tune with industry standards, so that is the reason.
I don't even think they were given that answer. It was like wasn't even addressing the concern at all.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it was more on basically some article that I read where somebody was interviewed, and that was actually the answer that was given, as far as I could tell. So,
but yeah, this one, I'm pretty sure most people disagree with this change, but let us know what you guys think in the comments below.
Yeah, I mean, any comments, definitely help us out. Let us know, hey, what you think. All right, guys, and as always, thank you so much for watching. We definitely appreciate it. Until next time, this has been Florida Fanatics. Please comment, subscribe below. Thanks, and have a good one.